What's up, my people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Arsenal 5. Yes, 5. Leeds nil. It was always going to be a clean sheet for me, guys. Beautiful performance. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know what I mean? A lot of ups. You know what I mean? And we have a couple downs. Guys, it's been a wonderful. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to Riley's World. Let's get right into it. Arsenal 5, Leeds United nil. Starting 11 was on fire. Guys, the starting level was just right. Pinpoint accuracy. Arsenal on the front foot from the get-go. Califlori with that overlapping. You know what I mean? And Califlori looked pretty good. Pretty good with Madueke. You know what I mean? That combination seems to be working well. Even though they are defensively still, you know what I mean, still wondering, you know, but Califlori, then Madueke, they look good over on that left hand side, you know what I mean, they hold it down, they keep it ticking. That's now a threat. Our left hand side, guys, is nothing to play with anymore, you know what I mean. Madueke, Califlori overlapping on that left hand side, it's trouble over there, you know what I mean. Everybody know the threat that Bukayo Saka brings. Guys, it was a beautiful transition. It was nice flow, you know what I mean. It was Arsenal back to Arsenal. First we were at the Emirates. We start the day, guys, with the unveiling of one Ibrahim Eze. You know what I mean. It was a beautiful sight. You could see the gratefulness. You could see him thanking God. You know what I mean. He's home. You know what I mean. He's home. This seems was a dream move for him. And yes, dreams do come true. Dreams can become reality. In Eze's case, guys, it was, as you can see, guys, I'm out of breath. I'm still excited. I'm still rejoicing. I'm still happy. You know what I mean? I'm okay. Calm down. Yes. So it's been a dream move for Eze. You know what I mean? And he finally got his move. You know what I mean? He was unveiled at home in front of over 60,000 people. You know what I mean? And you can see that he was happy. It was a move that he wanted. It was a move that he dreamt for. And now, there it is. You know what I mean? Back onto the game, guys. We started off the game with a beautiful header. Our special set piece corner from Declan Rice. You know what I mean? That was met by the header one, Durant Timber. Welcome back into the side. Hope he keeps fit this season, because trust me, we definitely need. You know what I mean? We look at the situation with Odegaard, shoulder injury, you know what I mean, he was subbed. You look at the situation after Bukayo Saka scored such a beautiful goal with his right foot. I was going to say his wrong foot, but Bukayo Saka don't have no wrong foot anymore. Any foot you give him that ball and he's going to walk it, and he did. And shortly after that, guys, he went out injury. And I'm starting to look back now, and I'm looking back at the situations with the signings, you know what I mean. And when we signed Madueke, it was a situation where we were saying, no, we don't need him. Now we're looking at Madueke sign. I'm like, yo, Arteta was on it, you know. Arteta was on it, you know what I mean. And when Madueke went over to the right, guys, we could see the difference in his game. He's more comfortable over there, you know what I mean. He was actually playing like the baller that I was always hoping to see. You know what I mean, the one that I knew I used to watch at Chelsea, comfortable, taking on players, and we saw that over on the right hand side, you know. And Starboy, he went out, and I'm hoping, I'm praying that it's nothing serious, you know what I mean. I'm praying that he's not going to do a spell on the sideline, you know, because this team is just kicking into gears, and we really don't want to interrupt the flow that we're on now. You know what I mean. With that being said, guys, it was a beautiful game, 5-0. So after Bukayo Saka scored his second goal for Arsenal, then, you know what I mean, it was uphill from there. You know what I mean, it was uphill from there, uphill. You know what I mean, it was a beautiful game. It's a game that we know, it's a game that we love, it's Arsenal that we know, it's Arsenal that we love to watch. The highlight of today, what everybody been waiting on. Victor Gyökeres scoring his first goal for the club, and boy, did he score a goal. And it was a very beautiful solo goal, one of Victor Gyökeres special. You know, where you get that ball on the left and he runs down, he cuts in, and bam, that he did. Victor Gyökeres was off the mark, just like that. And then he made a host of change, a whole host of change. And in come our 15-year-old sensation. And just like he does all the time, he's not afraid to take on players. This kid is something special. This kid will run you to the ground. And just like that, he came in and he won us another penalty. That's 3 penalties now that this kid have won. And I mean, me personally, I'm happy that Gyökeres take it. But if anybody beside Gyökeres was going to take this penalty, I would have hoped that Max Downman would have took one of the penalty that he created this time, you know what I mean, and put his name on the score sheet. It was a it was his debut, right? And one of the youngest player in the Premier League. And if he had took that penalty, he'd have probably been the youngest goal scorer ever to grace the Premier League. And that's what I wanted for him. And I really thought he deserved to take that penalty. But as I said, Gyökeres is just as fine, because we need him to build that confidence. We need that confidence. We need him to know that he's going to be in the running for the Golden Boot, and that's where his head needs to be. You know what I mean? Coming the end of the season, he should be the top striker in the Premier League, and that's the aim. But guys, it was a game that was full of excitement. It was a game that Arsenal fans should be pleased. You know what I mean? Our team is back. Our team is back. As I said, it's a bittersweet because we won, and we won comfortably, just like I thought we would. You know what I mean? Just like I predicted, a clean sheet. But we also lost 2 players to injury. As I said, hopefully it's not a bad one. Hopefully we will see them next week. You know what I mean? Wishful thinking or not. You know what I mean? But we really don't want them to be on the sideline for too long. You know what I mean? So that's 3 players done for us now, guys. It was Havertz first. Then I don't think Odegaard is that bad. You know, but Saka, it didn't look so positive. It really didn't look so positive. But we're staying upbeat, guys. You know what I mean? That's the reason why our transfer window was how it was. You know what I mean? Our depth, you know what I mean? We shopped, and we shopped well. We have a replacement in every single position. So until they're back, the players that we have should be holding it down, should hold the fort. You know what I mean? Looking forward to the game against Liverpool. Come on, you Gunners.